What is going on, guys? It has been a couple days since I've updated you. I have been just grinding away on putting this car back together. It is like 90% done. I am still waiting on, what am I waiting on? I'm waiting on the back rest so that the seat back can go up against this bar because it has to be bolted up against there with a Kirky. And then I need to put the harnesses in. And that's it. We are ready to go to the track. I like where the seat's positioned. It's a good spot. I feel comfortable in it. My head doesn't hit the roof. My shoulder is a little close to that bar, but that is really is what it is in a way. I can't get much farther over this way. The bar could probably come out a little bit, but it's so close to that door bar that there's just nowhere for it to really go. But otherwise, everything's pretty nice. I made this little filler panel here with some ABS plastic and glued it in. Changed up some of the wiring, made it a little cleaner. The ECU still has to be mounted. It's a little weird now because that dash bar is in the way. But other than that, it's pretty much good to go to the track. Just needs, you know, harnesses and the harness back deal. Not too bad. So pretty pumped about that. I like the way that everything looks. Everything works pretty well. Everything kind of lays out nicely. I don't have this glove box in there because it doesn't fit that great. It comes down and it hits this bar and like it just hits a bunch of stuff, hits the wiring back there now because everything's squished. But I don't know, probably put it back in at least just as like a dummy panel. Need to figure out how to mount the ECU, and that's pretty much where we're at on this thing. Started it up, ran just the same as it has been, felt good. I do have to put the passenger seat back in, but that's very, very minor. Even like right here, you can see there's probably about half an inch right there to where it would be hitting the bar, or hitting the door. The bar would be hitting the door card, so we really don't have much room. It is tight. The way that the Camaro is, though, it's notched right here so that the bar is out further, but not too bad. It hides well. You don't see the top bar really. You like hardly see it. You don't truly see the back bar. Harness bar's in a good location. It could be a little lower, but it is basically level with the entries for my shoulders, and my shoulders sit up a little higher than this anyways. So I don't know. I understand that it needs to be lower so that it's pulling the harnesses down, but it's close. It's almost there. It's not terrible. But other than that, it is ready to go back to the track. Next, I figured I'd update you guys on the 240. So let's walk up and check out that car. All right, the 240. So we haven't really seen this thing in a while. It's been just here sitting, doing absolutely nothing. It doesn't have a passenger seat in it yet. Still have that one down in the shop. Need to bring it back up here eventually and bolt it back in. Super simple to do, but I haven't started this thing in a while because it didn't have injectors, it didn't have a map sensor, a couple other random things, kill switch. But now I believe everything should be good to start. I haven't started it in so long. Make sure that's not in gear. Maybe I need to work the gas a little bit. Oh, there we go. Really good oil pressure. Wow. see one. Old Faithful over here. Let it get some temperature in it. This thing is awesome. I love this car, I really do. Bronte piles her trash up in front of it. Great car, this thing. So yeah, this thing's been good to go. There's some of my friends randomly will rent out OSW and drift there, but other than that, that's really the only drifting drifting practice to be had, and it's so far from me that I just never make it up there, and I don't want to spend 250 bucks to go there to drift for the day, or 200 bucks because it's pricey. And then you go through tires. So realistically, what I'm saying is I'm not a huge drift guy. I like the idea of the sport, and I support my friends that drift, but I just can't get myself to go spend the day burning off tires. Maybe if I practiced more and got better at it, I could, but I can't get past this wall of like not enjoying that. I love prep to go to the racetrack, but prep to go drifting just doesn't excite me. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. So this car just sits because of that. I don't really know what else to do with it. Maybe turn it into, I can't really turn it into a drag car because the door bars are a little weird. Maybe just cut them out and put like a straight door bar. Maybe that would work, but then it would need solid axle. Stick shift drag racing an NA car is not exactly super exciting, so I don't know, hard to say. And it doesn't have a rear glass yet, or the side glass, because the rear glass we couldn't find at the time. I don't know, hard to say. What do you guys think? She is pretty though, gotta give her that. Would be a cool drag car. I do like the look of this car. Painted a solid color, turn it into a drag car. It's got the decent tube front end, maybe do a power glide in it, put some nitrous on it or something, but then we still just have an NALS. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I turn this thing to a drag car? You know, trade off this front angle kit for maybe some stock stuff, or find some, or get some new control arms and straighten everything out and go drag race this thing? Decisions. I do like to drag race, and I happen to have 2 turbos that would be really good for this LS. Doing a turbo kit would be pretty sick on here. Like, you know, a couple turbos down over here or something like that. Cool little street car. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we turn this into a drag car? It's already got a lot of the good bones for it. It really does. And this intake would be pretty cool with a turbo. It's got like the fuel system too. I would just need more pump, but it's got like good fuel setup. It's really got a lot of good stuff to drag race. And it's street legal. It doesn't have a plate on it right now, but I can just go register it whenever. It's got a big fuel tank. Oh man, what do you guys think? Talk to me. Wagon has just been chilling. Me and Bronte have driven it a bunch of times this week, just cruising, enjoying it, letting it just, I don't know, hasn't lost any value since I've owned it. It hasn't gained really much value. Once you account for inflation and everything, it's probably lost a little bit accounting for inflation, but I don't like to think about that. So it's been just a good car, decent investment for me, not putting really anything into it and just enjoying it. But other than that, that's the update on that car. It's been a good car. I love this thing. freaking great. Feels good on those Kumho tires too. Bronte's car, I guess this is a car update now. Bronte's car has been awesome. We drive that thing the most. This $400 Camaro has taken a little bit of a detour mostly because the other Camaro needed so much work. But she'll get something eventually. I do love that rotary idea. I do love the idea of a rotary. Truck, getting an oil change this week and fuel filter change after Texas because it is freaking, it just is needing it. It's pretty bad right now. The Tahoe, you guys know this car, I've had it listed on Facebook Marketplace and it hasn't really gotten much hits. So if you guys want this, email me. You can buy it. I'll make you a good deal. Trailer needs the bearings greased before our next outing. Could use it. Probably need some new tires too. They've been on there since I got it, which is a couple years now. Not my cars. Then this car is obviously our next main goal, is to get this thing to the track, hopefully run some 9s, see if we could blow it up, see if we could have some fun. And then this thing, we are waiting on the engine for it, and I got some more other parts for it as well, but it's unable to go down right now until this thing moves. But got some good parts for it on the way, or they're here kind of, but not here right now. But I got some parts for it. Me and Induction have a plan to make this thing a good bit extra spicy before we bring it back out, because we want to go faster. Obviously that's the plan. So gonna get this thing back going hopefully soon enough. You guys know, if you're in the building car world right now, things are just kind of crazy. Everybody's building a lot of cars and spending a lot of money on cars right now, and parts are very little available. Oh, and this box, I wanted to give a shout out to TISS Fab. They sent me everything I need to redo the Camaro's exhaust in full titanium. So full titanium setup. This is going to save us so much weight. Look at how nice that looks. So you guys know the old exhaust, super overkill, extra annoying, everybody hated it, but now we're changing it to full titanium, so it's going to be freaking awesome. So check these guys out. They have so much cool stuff. But it's amazing how light this stuff is. Like, it weighs nothing. That right there weighs less than the whole exhaust tip. Like the tip that was like this long on the old exhaust. So really pumped to get all this stuff going. All little pie cuts and everything. Love the way that they send this stuff. Even the filler rod, the whole 9. So we're doing the wastegates, everything. Got some t-shirts in here. So these guys are freaking cool. They have some really good stuff. So check them out if you need some titanium, because everybody needs some titanium in their life. It's freaking cool. All right, next I wanted to, all right, also on my list, this thing needs to be vacuumed out desperately and washed. It is freaking nasty inside, just dirt, just trash, things that don't need to be in here. So it needs some TLC after Texas. It did a good job for us. So I see some candy and garbage, probably Bronte's down there. But yeah, these trucks get used. The truck gets used pretty aggressively. The wind took that. The truck gets used probably the most violently in a way. Like when we're on a race, it's just like pile everything in, you know, you're not clean, your hands are greasy, you got food everywhere. So this thing needs some love. So time to empty everything out of this thing. Even the back, I got so much junk, oil, sweatshirts, all kinds of good stuff. So let's get this thing going. Oh my gosh, this gigantic unit is finally clean. It is such a pain in the butt to clean this thing. would not recommend if you guys own a Denali or a 2500 of any kind. Interior clean, still gotta put the floor mats back in, but it is pretty nice now. It was pretty trashed before, mostly Bronte's fault if I'm being fully honest. So leaf blower to dry it off, a little bit of 1320 cleaner on this thing, and it works pretty good. I will give you guys my honest take. Interior is probably about a 8 out of 10 on how good I can clean it, and exterior is about a 7 out of 10. I don't like cleaning this thing like 10 out of 10 because it's just, it gets dirty so fast. It falls back to that 7 out of 10 in like 2 hours of use. So I like to just, you know, go to just what's needed, if you guys understand that at all. But daily driver life, until I get a different daily driver, which I would love to get. I would love like a minier truck, like a daily driver for me needs to be a truck, because I like to be able to haul an engine or a transmission, but it also needs to get really good gas mileage. So that's kind of my it's kind of my thought, but still a little ways out from a daily. I don't know what I would want though. It would need to be a pickup truck, probably. Honestly, I wish that we had Utes in the US. That would be the perfect vehicle as a daily driver. Maybe I can just get a car and chop it into a Ute. That would be also perfect daily driver, like a Mini Cooper, and make it like a Ute, so I can still haul like engine, transmission, and parts and stuff, but I don't have to use an old gigantic unit over there. But yeah, that's kind of my thought. So I'm gonna clean up my mess here. All that came out of the car, so put all that back in, finish vacuuming my mats over here, and maybe even I don't want to clean this car. Don't want to. I ain't gonna do it. You can't make me. Well, that is the update on the cars. Unfortunately, this week has just been super slow for me. I've just been buttoning up this car and kind of figuring out everything for the next couple weeks coming up once the Camaro's back done and we can go racing again. Just kind of logistically figuring all that stuff out. Just been doing little things that aren't really worth filming, but that is the struggle of content creation. Unfortunately, some days, if you guys work on cars, some days you have nothing to do, some days you have everything to do. Unfortunately, this week has just been one of those weeks where I don't have a lot to do, just little things. So I haven't been filming much, but hope you guys understand. Just wanted to pop in, make sure you guys know I didn't get offed by Zuckerberg or anything. You know, government didn't take me out, none of those kind of things. EPA isn't banging out my door. So just wanted to update you guys. Hope you guys understand. Hope you guys are doing well. I will see you next time. Keep it saucy.